Hello, my stamping friends. This is Renee Novak at blessedbycards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I'm coming to you from St. Louis, Missouri. I am excited to share with you this super simple layering card. So we're taking 1-inch strips of some designer series paper, layering it on top of some coordinating cardstock, and we're just making several layers to create this beautiful card. So let's get started with the supplies you're going to need for this card. You're going to need a card base. I have chosen Blackberry Bliss. You're going to need another layer of a coordinating card. I chose Peacock. And this measures 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have a layer of white that measures 3 3/4 by 5. Now all these measurements will be available on my blog at blessedbycards.com. So then I took strips of the 1-inch strips of the Charming Day Designer Series paper. It's just beautiful. And I coordinated the Blackberry Bliss because that's kind of what I saw mostly in my strips that I cut. So this piece of Blackberry Bliss measures 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. And so what I did was I put that on my glass mat, and I just kind of eyeballed up 1/8 of an inch in between each one of these strips. And so then all you have to do is layer that on some white. And I thought a layer of white would be good because that would just make everything pop. And so I'm just going to add a little liquid glue. And we're going to just stick that right down there on the white. Okay, and then it's a simple layering. Like I said, we're going to layer the 1 inches, and now we're layering the white. Going to put a little glue on the back of that white, and we're going to layer it on the pretty peacock. And then we're just going to layer it on our card front. And so I'll just put a little more glue back here, and that will go on our card front. And that's how stinking simple this layering is, and it just makes that designer series paper pop. So then what I did was I stamped a greeting from the Wonderful Thoughts. This is only the beginning of a life filled with love. And I cropped that out with our punch. And then I am just going to layer it right here in the corner. Now you can use Stampin' Dimensionals if you want, but I thought, well, I've got plenty of layering going on, so I'm just going to stick that down with glue. And I'm just going to put it right there in the bottom of that corner. And that is how quick and easy that simple layering card comes together. So I hope you enjoyed this. Check out the designer series paper. It coordinates with Charming Day bundle, and this is an oldie but a goodie. Wonderful Thoughts has a lot of great greetings in there. Okay, so that's all I have for our weekly Wednesday. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to stop back on Monday for Make It Monday tutorial. Until then, be blessed.